Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss any new videos. Hopefully everyone is staying happy, healthy, and safe. I do apologize for the lighting. I'm getting a new setup soon, and I'm very happy and grateful for all the support I've been getting. In this video, I will be sharing with you guys a portrait that I did while working simultaneously on the Huevember portraits. If you would like to see the Huevember portraits, they are on my YouTube channel. I would like to share my process with you guys and how I drew this portrait. This artwork will be posted on my TikTok and Instagram, and both links are in the description box below. And for the people who are familiar with my past videos, you know that I start off with a marker base and work the Prismacolor pencils on top of it. All the materials used will be in the description box below. And for many of my pieces, I don't really start off with the face, just because I want to get familiar on the color palette and kind of get into the blending habits of this piece, which are different and entitled to each artwork that I do. And here I'm starting with her jawline and her cheeks. And I like having a marker base below it, since before I actually mark the darker areas with a darker marker, and I use that as a guide for my Prismacolor pencils. If you want to achieve a good blending between the two colors and that smooth layer, you have to go in circular motions with your colored pencils, and that gives you a lot of layering opportunities. Like, you can mix up the colors a bit and make it look like a different shade of blue. And also, you have to take a lot of time when you're doing artworks if you want them to turn out well. It takes time and practice, but I usually like starting off with her jaw and her chin, and then work my way up to her eyes, which are the last thing I do when I do a portrait. I think that eyes are something that you can't mess up. Like, those are the one or two things that you cannot mess up, because that gives the life of the drawing, especially for realism portraits. So I like doing the eyes at the almost very end. And I also zoom in the areas in which I blend. As you can see, I constantly go in with different colored pencils and layering, and I do some medium colors, lighter colors, darker colors, and I sometimes go in with my finger and kind of smudge it. And for the near future, if you would like to see some sort of content on my art YouTube channel, please feel free to comment down below and interact with my page. I would like to do some sketchbook reviews as well as paint reviews. And I would like to give my impressions and some in-depth details on these Prismacolor pencils and my experience with them these past few months. And I've never done this kind of piece before, where it requires a lot of blending, shading, and of course the skin color is blue since the lighting of my reference photo was like that. I wanted to, put myself to the test and see how much I know about blending and how to look at a reference photo and plot the colors down on paper. And I think that looking at the time lapse, it's very satisfying on how I blended, since I'm looking at it at a very fast pace rather than, slowly looking at it. And for some reason, I love drawing noses and, the cheeks. I think that, I don't know, I just like drawing them. And then, eyes are pretty fun to draw, but it's not really fun when you mess them up and they look wonky. But I've never actually done that before. I've been very careful when drawing eyes. And when I am blending, I usually go in with the Prismacolor pencil that best matches the color with the reference photo, and then I, put that on, and then I go in with different colors to further get the right shade or the exact shade. And I think her forehead was pretty fun to draw since it was like a really pretty gradient from dark to light. Like, it wasn't any impurities, it was just, dark to light. And this portrait, it was like blue, but I did use like a lot of violet and purple, and that gives it like the really dark blue, and it's really beautiful in my opinion, blue. And I had a lot of fun doing this portrait. And if you have any questions about realism art in general, any favorite movies you want to watch or dislikes, feel free to comment them below. For 100 fans, I haven't reached it yet, I'm at 53 right now, but I was thinking for when I hit 100 fans, I would like to do something where I take one of your art suggestions and draw it and feature you in my videos. So please help me reach 100 fans. I want to grow as an artist and also grow on YouTube and my other social medias and kind of put my art out there and reach out to you guys. So please hit that subscribe button and enjoy my art. And now the piece is starting to look really shiny, glossy, and almost finished. And the hardest part for me, I think, when I drew this was her hair and her lips. I think that I didn't get her lips quite similar as the reference, but I did a good job at least fixing that. And I think I should practice realism with like regular skin tones if you haven't been noticing. In my last or a couple of YouTube videos before, I drew like a blue and red girl, and I wasn't really happy with the shading and blending there. So I challenged myself to redraw it or find another reference photo that had a blue skin tone or the blues and the different colors, and I think I did a really good job improving on the blending. And when I noticed, a main portion of that was taking my time and slowing down and like taking a day for just one portion. I spanned this drawing out for like a week and a half, I think, just every day continuously adding, and I think that improved my drawing so much. And time isn't something artists really have, but it is crucial for them to take it slow and improve the drawing. Here I'm adding details to her hair, adding the highlights and the darkness and blues, and I actually thought I could have done better on the hair. And now I think we're going to do the eyes soon. Here I am just doing the eyebrow and the parts around her eye. Here I'm adding her eyeliner, and here comes the magic of drawing her eye. As you can see, I sketched the placement of the pupil very lightly with my Prismacolor pencil, and I actually don't color the eye just yet. I would rather do it simultaneously with the other eye, so I know I'm doing it exactly at the exact same time, so it doesn't have any impurities and I can fix them both at the same time. And the right side of her face is really light. It has a lot of grays and pinks, and I think it's a great blending experience. And what characters would you want me to draw for my YouTube videos? I am planning to draw some Studio Ghibli characters and or scenery, and also some characters from the anime TV shows I've been watching and some comics I've been reading. And here I'm using various blues, purples, pinks, and grays near her upper eye region and drawing the eye shape as well. And here I am making sure that the eye placement is looking right and is about the same as the one before. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Here I am just going with the blues and putting it around her eye and adding the highlights with the white colored pencil. And now finally, here I am going in with various blues and coloring her eyes. I also go and fix her highlighted spot right below her eye with various blues. I also take some of the Ohuhu markers and add some extra blue depth and blending. And here I am going with the more blues and adding in the same details as the other eye, except this eye has a little bit more gray than the last one. And I'm also adding some more Ohuhu markers for more gray bases so I can layer in the colors as well. And the sad part is my white colored pencil tip broke, RIP, and I actually tried numerous ways to attach it, and I ended up just using my hand and holding the tip, in which you will see, but I kind of dipped that, see, but I tossed it aside and I was like, okay, I'll just use the actual tip that's already inside the colored pencil. And here I'm just layering and making sure all the highlights and the skin tones are perfectly blended before I add the actual gel pen highlights. And various times you will see me go with my white Sharpie marker and using a Q-tip to blend in the whiteness. I also went in with a fine black marker for her eyelashes and also went in with my Jelly Roll white gel pen and adding the highlights to her eyeliner, eyelashes, and inside her eye. I also added it to some of the other highlighted areas. I kind of did a dotting motion and used a Q-tip to soften the dots. And I also used a Prismacolor colorless blending marker to blend in the remaining colored pencils. And to finish off this lovely piece, I went in with my dark Ohuhu marker and I colored in the background a dark color. What is your favorite thing to draw when drawing portraits? For me, it would be the eyes. And for this portrait, I decided to give her a very light demeanor or aura. And I went in with a white Prismacolor pencil and drew it around her face, and also went in with a blue Ohuhu marker to soften the aura. As always, I am so grateful for you watching up till this end of the video. If you want to watch some of my other videos, please check them out. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment anything you would like to see from my future videos, and or some things that you like. See you in my next video, and bye everyone!